Hello everyone in YouTube, this is Varietistic and this is the Samsung Galaxy J7 Prime. A lot of people argue about this phone, about the specifications. It's maybe a downgrade from the original Samsung. This for review, we're gonna find out more about this device. And let me begin on the design and build construction of the phone. This phone may be identical to any smartphones from Samsung that we have seen before. I mean, the same look from the front. We have the home button, capacitive keys, the screen is 5.5, you have proximity sensor, speaker, and the camera, which is 5 megapixel. The difference now in the Prime, there is no LED flash for the camera, so this is something removed from the phone. At the back, as you guys can see here, everything's made out of the plastic. Everything's like a pure plastic. Over here we don't have any high premium built construction glass or metal over here, but the phone is very identical to any other phones we have seen from Samsung during 2017 and 2016 as well. So the speaker will be located to this side, not on the next to the camera as we have seen this before. So we have the power key over here and we have the volume rockers on the side. Everything very identical to what we have seen before. Also good to mention, since we are talking about the design, that the phone doesn't have fingerprint. So if you want to unlock the phone, you have to use the standard methods, password or pattern. And the phone has a removable back and removable battery. As you guys can see, this is the battery over here. It looks like a huge battery, and also the capacity 3300 milliamps power. Here where is the SIM card, it should be nano, and the micro SD card goes in the phone. Now for the quality of the display, we have 5.5, that's the size, and we have resolution 720p, and the PPI, the density per pixel, will be 267, and the overall in general the quality of the display is very acceptable. I haven't noticed no drop for the colors if you watch from any angle side, but it's TFT. I wish that Samsung kept the Super AMOLED panel, that way they makes the display a lot much better and the colors more reals. The J7 Prime has the speaker built on the side of the phone. As you guys can see, this is the area where the speakers and the sounds comes from, not as used to be on the back of the phone next to the camera. And when you play music just like that, it's not going to be any interruption, as you guys can see, when you put on a table or any surface. And also I'm very surprised that the quality of the speaker, it's really good and it's loud. Maybe this is a mono speaker, so we don't have a stereo speaker, but still the sound quality for the speaker very acceptable. Maybe one of the best advantage for this device is the battery. We have 3300 milliamps power battery, and it's removable. And as you guys can see over here, the usage for the battery, it's very optimized with the operating system. I can tell you, you can get up to 6 hours of screen on time. This is huge in my opinion. So if you are worried about battery, and if you are willing to buy this phone, don't be worried and don't be hesitate. This phone, it may give you one of the best performance for the battery. Now the J7 Prime come with a new processor, 7870 Exynos, with 2 GB of RAM, 1.6 clock speed octa-core processor. This is absolutely a better performance than what we have seen from the original Samsung before. So this is good improvements for the processor. As you guys can see, Geekbench score shows single core 710 and multi-core 3573. This is, in my opinion, it's a high score. One thing very disappointed about this device, it will be the internal memory in the phone. It's only 16 gigabytes. As everybody knows that the Even the operating system, the Nougat, the new one with the Samsung TouchWiz, it takes about 6 gigabytes, so you very much have 10 gigabytes on the phone. While you want to download games and apps and take a few pictures, videos, your memory is going to be full. We were expecting more from mid-ranger phone from Samsung like the J7 Prime, but it's 16 gigabytes trying to get memory card. The phone takes memory card up to 256. Overall, the performance, it will be good. So now we're gonna launch game and show you the performance. Now, to demonstrate the graphics performance and the performance overall in general, as everybody knows, the games, it takes the highest specifications from any phone, and it require everything has to be high. So now we try to test out the processor and the GPU in the device, and it looks like everything's work flawlessly great in that device. The graphics is very smooth, and I haven't noticed no lagness or slowness in the phone, so everything's work flawlessly great with no issues whatsoever. So if you want to play any game has high amount of graphics, you shouldn't have a problem if you have the Samsung Galaxy J7 Prime. Now let's take overlook on the sensors of the Samsung J7 Prime. So we have the gyroscope. This is the most important sensor over here. Other than that, I don't care much about light sensor or temperature sensors, because even sometimes the flagship doesn't support that. So if you want to play Pokemon Go, or if you want to watch 360 videos, you want to buy a VR kit or anything like that, you shouldn't have problems, and the 360 will be working with no problems. The phone is rocking the latest operating system from Android 7.0 Nougat, which is good improvements, but for the meantime, this is the latest operating system we have. Now, I don't want to go through everything on the operating system for Android because all of us are familiar with, but I want to focus on the new things that comes with the phone. First one will be Google Assistant. Just hold the home button over here and you will see that the Google Assistant start talking to you and trying to help you with too many things, which is everybody familiar with the Google Assistants. Now the second thing, it will be the multi-screen or multi-windows. All you have to go to the application that you are willing to have on the screen, and you click on the split screen, and you can choose the others application that you want to be working at the same time, and then you will have two applications open at the same time. This is good improvements came from the operating system itself. Now another thing that this phone has, it will be at the smart view. Smart view basically something about watching your content on a smart TV, which is screen mirroring, very much the same idea. One thing's missed with this device and used to be with the old J7 from Metro PCS, which is NFC, and this, in my opinion, not a huge big deal over here for the phone. Now the camera time, we have 5 megapixel camera and 8 megapixel with single tone flash for the rear. So before used to be 13, but now on the new Prime one it's only 8 megapixel, and we used to have a flash. We don't have flash on the front, only front camera naked with no flash. So now reason why Samsung they may do this, because they're gonna reduce the amount of cost of the phone, and actually when they have more megapixel doesn't mean higher quality camera. The most important things is the sensor and the aperture in the camera, and I believe the Samsung Galaxy J7 Prime has very good improvements on the camera, even with less megapixel for the rear camera. Now let's open the application and see what's inside. As you guys can see, we have everything set up in auto when we take the pictures, but if you don't want it to be in auto, you can adjust that. You can go to professional mode, change the white balance, the brightness, stuff like that, panorama, HDR, night mode, sport, etc. Depends on what situation you are taking the photos. We have a skin tone, helps to give you more filters for faces, which is a beauty mode in other word, and we have the color temperature over here. You can choose what color you like based on the filter that you want to use. You want it to be white, black, and you want it to be warm, bright, etc. Now let me move on and see the conclusion of this camera. We've been talking about specifications, aperture, numbers and stuff like that. Let's go to the actual performance and see how the performance is going to be. This picture taken out of the poster on the wall, it looks so stunning. I mean, even you can't tell this is a picture. So you're gonna think that it's downloaded from the internet, from Google or whatsoever. Outside pictures also no problem, looks so nice. Selfie pictures with the beauty mode or skin tone, it's so beautiful over here. I have no any complaints for that camera. Here is micro pictures, as you guys can see. This takes by this lens for the J7 Prime. Beautiful pictures you can take with that device. Also this one, another one. So basically this camera, even with less megapixel, I can tell it's one of the best camera I have used, or I have seen on the mid-range phone through the Metro PCS phones in general. In general, a lot of people lost interest for that Samsung Galaxy J7 for too many reasons. The expectations were so high in that device. We expected to have USB-C, but doesn't. 13 megapixel, now it's 8 megapixel camera, as well as no fingerprint scanner. Not even NFC for that device, so too many things lost for that phone. We would expect that the phone has full HD, but now 720p HD. The phone used to be Super AMOLED, now is TFT. So too many things. We don't want to focus on that stuff, but let's also focus on the new improvements for that device. Now Samsung put the Smart View, which is good feature if you have Smart TV. Also bigger battery and higher camera in this device, and better operating system for sure. So you gotta match this one with the money. We gotta balance this, and then you decide either you buy this phone or upgrade to this phone or not. I don't give the Samsung Galaxy J7 more than 7 out of 10 for too many reasons. First, the expectations were so high in this device. I mean, we don't have 32 gigabytes of storage, we don't have USB-C, we don't have full HD screen, etc. Everything we have mentioned before. So I don't give this phone more than 7, because a lot of phones also available in Metro PCS, they're going to be close in the price, or not, if not even cheaper, has a lot more to offer you. That was very much it for that video. I wish you guys find this video helpful and enjoy watching it. Thank you so much everyone. Subscribe and leave a thumbs up. As always, we'll talk to you in the next one.